Hello once again to another review, and here's something a bit different. This is Fansproject Function X9 Positum. Positum being a rather clever anagram. And this is rather unusual because this is it's actually a convention exclusive, and it's obviously homage to the bizarre episode of City of Steel from the Generation 1 cartoon, and it's a recolour, and there's a head switch as well, which we'll get onto in a second, of the Fansproject Crox, who is obviously based on Skullcruncher. Anyway, went a bit mad and managed to get hold of one of these for my unusual Prime collection. And these are very nice. Crocodile. Nice surprises. He's got the shadows in the way, but these nice little crunchy bits inside his mouth. And as you imagine, there he goes. He closes up his jaws, and these very nice colours. This is the crocodile mode. And he's got an articulated tail. Or alligator. There's some debate. He's called Crox as a Fansproject toy, so we can probably assume it's supposed to be a crocodile for that reason, but whatever floats your boat, or whatever floats underneath your boat and devours you. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Hint, you can see where that's going to go. Well, no, you can't, because it won't focus. You can see where that's going to go later. Anyway, and in here, because as everyone knows even, every crocodile needs a pilot. Apologies for the jump cut. I couldn't quite open the doors. They're not difficult, just hard with one hand. And you open up there and look who's inside. It's basically a recolour of the stylo from the Chrome Dome homage Fansproject code set. I will just move him to one side, and here he is. He's a nice little chap. So this is a nicely painted little figure. This is the Crocodile Pilot. I don't know what we should really call him. Is he really Positum himself, and he just rides around in a giant robotic Optimus Prime homaging crocodile? Does he just exist in a weird blurry world? It looks like that now anyway. But look at the paint on that, it's rather nice, and he does look like a little mini, well, a little bit like a miniature Prime. Head's disguised at the back there. It is really Chrome Dome's head. You can't really avoid that, but I think they've done a pretty good job of making him look like he's interesting, and it transforms exactly the same way as the Stylo original. So you just fold him over, which I will attempt. I'm going to jump cut. It's coming. And here he is in head mode. It's a rather nice little head. I like to tilt the ears back a little bit, just it makes it look slightly more different to Chrome Dome, but it definitely looks primey enough. You've got blue eyes. And that's the head. That's going to be the head of our robot. So that's nice. Hello. Only of course you can recreate this whole terrible episode of City of Steel. You can place him within Megatron's hand, and Megatron can taunt him, and also, just like in City of Steel, oh look, no Matrix inside. The Constructicons completely missed that. Anyway, so yes, so just like the episode is quite accurate. It's a mad, if you haven't seen it, it's completely mad episode. It's bonkers. But anyway, here he is. I suppose we could put the head inside the mouth if we wanted to. Maybe not. Anyway, it's transformation. Yes, and there's no prizes for guessing what happens to the tail. Sword alert. So this comes out at the back here. Apologies for again not having the anyway, sorry, this isn't very, it's not very slick, but anyway, you pull this out. Oh look, a little toucan. Anyway, pull that out, and then you've got this sword. This little nubbin can actually fold away, but that's to click onto his rear of his, well, on his rear really, as weapon storage. So that's going to become his sword. So It's a shame it couldn't have done a bit more, become a bit more sword-like, or extend even more, or... But it's not bad. It's a bit like a giant pocket knife in some way. That is the weapon. And I think it's probably easier if I demonstrate the transformation through a sort of montage. So please join with me for said montage now. And here is Positum in his converted robot mode. It's quite a nice transformation, actually. There's some fun little steps. Particularly good is the... here you go. Particularly neat. I like, a bit like on Smart Robin. I like the way that the feet fold in. The crocodile feet fold up really neatly into the back. And then those doors close over it, and it makes it, it reduces how hollow it is. It's a very smart use of the space, and those feet look really good. There's nice little Prime style lights on his knees. We've got some nice little paint applications here. The crocodile feet folded up there. The thumbs are a separate piece to the hand, which is unusual. Standard 5mm peg. There's his big penknife of doom, and this is Chrome Head Prime. It does work, I think that works really well. Colours look fantastic. Here's the back. You've got these brilliant looking kind of almost like scuba gear on the back, and we've got hints of smokestacks as well. And I think it's a very clever use of the mould, and I think that's rather good. There's famous chest plates there, which everyone's come to expect. And one thing which is another nice little hidden feature, if I can manage to show you somehow. There you are. They're not painted, but if you can see in there, little rocket pods hidden under his shoulder armour, which is nice. So I would say, if you like Skullcruncher, get the Skullcruncher version. He does stand really well, actually. And if you like unusual primes like I do, then maybe it's worth seeking out this version. It does have a different head. The instructions, here they are, for what they are. They're basically just Crox. There's nothing in there. There is a picture of the Positum. And then, if I just bring in a special guest, here he is standing next to Ultra Magnet Head. You can see that it comes up to about his crotch. I'm not saying anything more than that. And as I say, I like it a lot. I'm very happy with it. If you like this kind of thing, seek it out. If you'd rather have the crocodile version, get that. If you like both, get both. Who cares? Just go out, and if you don't want it, don't bother. Doesn't matter. But anyway, I really like it. It really works for me. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but you could go out and I suggest you go out and snap him up. I literally thought of that joke for seconds. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't really cover articulation. It's good. That's all you need to know. Goodbye. Fansproject, good. It's good. No waste. Just attacked me with his sword. The waist goes up and down a bit. Head's on a little bit of a nice swivel. I'm actually doing it. I'm managing. I'm coping. Wow. Anyway, sorry, articulation. It's good articulation, and you don't need that show. You know the kind of thing to expect. Anyway, goodbye.